This is going to be different from my usual videos, but here we go. Before we begin with what the title says, this video is not sponsored in any way, and I do encourage using a VPN. However, what YouTubers say about VPNs and their sponsor plugs is in parts wrong, misleading, misinformed, and asking you to break the terms of service of websites and apps. Well, that last bit is a result of the misinformed part, but more on that later. Let's start with a very basic, and for some techies, likely too basic, definition of what a VPN does. It creates a tunnel between your computer and another computer somewhere in the world, and sends whatever data you want to exchange with the internet through the tunnel before it is released to the internet. It gets to that computer first and then goes back through the tunnel back to you. What does that do? What is the benefit of doing that? Well, for everyone on the internet, it now looks like you are in that other location of that other computer, wherever that might be. So far, what those sponsors tell you is correct. They do, however, often talk about your ISP, your internet service provider, being able to see what you do on whatever website you visit. And that's just not true. As long as a website uses SSL encryption, shown by that little padlock icon in your browser's address bar, your ISP can only see the domain itself that you visited, for example, google.com, not what content on there you are visiting, because that's encrypted with SSL. And websites nowadays usually do use SSL, simply because that way they are ranked better by Google. So no, your ISP knows nothing about your specific naughty fantasies and can't sell that information. It only knows that you did visit a naughty website, not what you did on there. And yes, you can circumvent that with a VPN, because through the tunnel, your ISP does not see where your connection really goes to. That is only seen by the ISP of the computer that you connect to. The website you visit, however, does know exactly what you were searching for, and if they wanted to, they could sell that information. Most websites don't have a reason to sell that information, but they could. But how does a VPN help here? The most a VPN can do in this case is hide your IP address, the internet address, the network address of your location. However, if a website uses what is called a cookie, a small file that is placed on your computer when visiting the website, then the website will still know that you are you, even if you connect from a different computer through a VPN. To avoid that, just delete the cookie from your browser. There are tutorials online on how to do that for every browser that is commonly used. The thing that bugs me the most about those sponsor plugs, however, is them telling you that you can unlock regionally locked content with a VPN. Yes, you can do that. But no, streaming platforms like Netflix and Crunchyroll usually don't allow you doing that in their terms of service. But why do they even region lock content? Why would they not allow you to watch every show they offer? It's simple, really. License agreements with the content's owner. If Netflix offers a show in the UK but not the US, that means that Netflix has not licensed the rights to publish this show in the US. Or the license agreement already ended and wasn't renewed due to poor viewership or something like that. Oftentimes this means that another company owns the rights to publish this show in the US instead. Maybe they paid the show's owner more money or offered a better deal in a different way. By unlocking that content on Netflix or Crunchyroll or whatever, you are costing the company who legally owns the license to publish this show money, making this basically pirating. And you wouldn't download a car, would you? Streaming services pay a lot of money in order to license everything they offer you. But it's oftentimes impossible to acquire licenses for all regions for a show. Please do respect those that do hold the proper license and watch the content there instead, even if it does mean another subscription. Maybe you only need that other subscription for a single month and then you're done with it. So, are VPNs useless? No. Some websites still don't offer SSL encryption, so data sent there and received from there is readable for your ISP and everyone who might be on the same Wi-Fi as you. Personally, I wouldn't be too concerned about people stealing data over an open Wi-Fi, but the more interesting your data is, the more likely you are as a target of such an attack, so please still have that in mind. And here, a VPN does help you, offering you the encryption you would otherwise be lacking. It can also help with connection issues to websites or game servers. The speed and quality of your connection usually depends on your ISP's routers and the way they are routing your traffic. Sometimes these routes are simply slow, causing delays in data transfer and thus creating a high server ping, resulting in connections timing out or your game reacting to your inputs on a massive delay. Using a VPN causes you to use a different route to that website or that game server because you are connecting from a different location. And it's likely that that connection will be better and faster. So that can immensely improve a bad connection. So there you have it, my issues with VPN sponsor plugs. I hope you enjoyed this little rant and maybe you learned a thing or two. Bye.